Good morning, you guys. Today is Monday, and today I have an appointment with my doctor who will be doing my procedure. I did find out last week that my procedure will be done on the 24th of this month. So your girl will be getting the procedure done. I've been approved. I don't know if I said that already, but I've been approved, so I'm really excited about that. Really excited. So at this point today, I'll be going in to determine on whether or not I have the right type of vein in my hand to get the procedure through my hand. And I think I've told you already that if I don't have the right type of vein through my hand, then I have to get the procedure done through my thigh. So I'm not gonna let this intro be super long because you guys know I don't like videos to be super long. So I guess I'll see you guys once I get to the doctor. My appointment is at 12, so I'm gonna work a little bit and then go to my appointment, which it shouldn't be that long. But if you guys have any questions, continue to ask, because I'll ask up to the the time that I go to my appointment. And you guys already know that I have to be seen. I think it's like 3 to 6 months after the procedure is done. I gotta go see my doctor anyway, so you guys can ask away if you're interested. But yeah, so I guess I will see you guys when I get to the doctor. Hey guys, so I am here. I just parked. My appointment is at 12. I had to call to confirm. I had to stop by Panera. You guys know Panera is one of my best favorite restaurants. What's this car doing? I don't know what this man's doing, but Panera is one of my favorite restaurants. I love it because there's a lot of organic foods, healthy foods. So if you guys are not familiar with Panera, definitely check them out. I am in my room, and it's a small but nice purple room. I'm going to show you guys. They took my blood pressure and temperature, and they just got the information down on the clipboard, and then they're about to do the ultrasound on my hand. Can't remember if I told you guys that I have to get the ultrasound done on my hand to determine on whether or not I have the correct type of veins for the procedure. I think I said that this morning, but for the procedure you have to have veins in your hand that kind of go around, so it goes around and back into the body. If not, if you have the one that goes out into the hand, then you can't have the procedure done through your wrist. So that's what we're going to be determining today via the ultrasound, and then they're going to go over information as far as the procedure that I'll have on the 24th. So I'm excited, but it's freezing in here. They gave me blankets. So when he walks in to talk about the ultrasound or do the ultrasound in the procedure, I will make sure that I record it so you guys are able to follow us.
50 to 75% chance of having a really nice outcome.
Yes.
There's a few areas that don't have as much of a blood supply. And recall, because, correct me if I'm wrong, you're still interested in potentially having another child. You have like a 12 or something like that? Okay.
12 next month.
12 next month, okay. Time keeps marching. I think we talked about this. We would probably want to go a little lighter to try to preserve, the chances of hopefully having, because I know you had a miscarriage, and I think you had a topic that lost the fallopian tube on that side. So we're kind of down to one side. So we'd want to try to go a little lighter to try to preserve your chances.
Lighter in the sense of, what do you mean by that?
Like not be quite as aggressive in treating,
fibroid?
The fibroid, exactly. Because remember, potentially one of the side effects is that the particles could make it that you're, if they get into that one, good ovary, that they could make it that you're not able to have children anymore, or that You go into menopause earlier than we would have thought. I will do everything I can to minimize that, and certainly if I see something like that happening, we would stop right away.
Okay.
But in terms of when we're delivering the particles, from my perspective, and this is a good thing to talk about, I'd rather undertreat the fibroid now, have to, the worst case scenario, revisit this in a year or so because we had a good effect but not a great effect. I'd rather do that than the alternative, which is we, completely take out the fibroid, but we potentially, make it so that you're not able to have kids anymore.
What is the chance of one, it coming back within the year, and then two, let's ask that question. And my insurance, of course, picking it up again. I mean, is there a possibility that they'll?
I mean, it's always hard with insurance companies. It's always hard to say, but I mean, we would make a really strong case that the entire reason that we, that this is, was sort of very well thought out, and that the reason that we were sort of extra careful is that you desire to have kids.
Well,
in the future.
I know. I don't know if it was you guys who told me, or I don't know who told me this, but the insurance typically don't like to, how do I say it, more so treat it because I'm trying to get pregnant versus treat it because of my health issues.
It's true that some insurance companies don't like to treat it if they think you want to get pregnant again. But I know that that's what their position is, but that's what you want.
I'm hoping that they'll be able to do it again, because I did get a letter from my insurance company like maybe 3 weeks ago saying, you've been approved for blah blah blah, so just explaining it. So I'm just kind of hoping that, though I don't want to go, too aggressive with the procedure, because of course I'm trying to get pregnant. At the same time, I want to be able to still keep my fingers crossed to.
Oh sure, yeah, absolutely.
To have them pick it up if need be, so I don't deal with the same thing I'm dealing with.
Absolutely, yeah. I mean, and that would be our goal. And even going light, I mean, just to sort of reiterate, I mean, there's no guarantee that you'll be able to get pregnant after the procedure.
Right.
That said, I kind of want to try to do everything I can to enhance the ability to do that. So.
Okay.
Why don't we go over the MRI? If you have do you want to just look at the images?
Yeah.
This particular set of images is as if we're looking at you, coming sort of at you, but it's sliced up into many different slices.
Okay.
So you can so if I go back here, you can see your hips, like your legs there,
right?
Your hip bones, and this is your spine. But here's so just to give you an idea. So I'm going to show you the same thing, but with the contrast. So this all lighting up here is giant fibroids.
Where?
Like all of this, like the big.
This right here?
Mm-hmm.
Is the big one, the 6 centimeter, blah blah blah? Mm-hmm. Oh my God, that's huge.
And it's the smaller one here.
Ah.
And I can't recall, but are you having difficulty with having to go to the bathroom a lot?
It's I was letting her know, or I can't remember. I said so much that. I think it's this one that I do feel like I have to use the bathroom a lot, but then it's not like it's a drop of pee, so it's like I am using the bathroom.
Well, this is your urinary,
more often.
This is your urinary bladder. I mean, look at how it's pushing on it.
What should it look like?
It should be like this.
Really?
This is all pushing on it. So,
wow.
you're.
That's crazy.
That is what's going on. So.
That's crazy.
Now. This is lighting up, which is good. It's bright compared to some of the background tissue. The reason I say maybe in the 70% range is I like this to be a little bit brighter. You can tell there's some sort of dark patches in here.
Which mean?
It's probably because some of that fibroid is dying off. So is it okay if she takes your... So she's got there your sticker, which has your birthday, your medical record number there. But we want to take a picture of the waveform. It's only going to get... She's going to take it with her camera. It's only going to get put into her electronic medical record, so we have a record of it, and she's going to erase it from her phone. So it's not going to go on like Facebook or anything. Just so you know, it's your health information, so you have the right.
We have to obtain permission. Yeah.
Oh, okay. I was like, Doc, do what you got to do.
And then just give it a second to read.
The first one we're doing a minute or 2 minutes?
2 minutes on both.
And it's reading mine.
So it's measuring the percentage of oxygen in your blood, which obviously well, take a picture of that first if you don't mind, please. Which obviously 100 is great, but even less than that is fine. But what I'm going to do in a second here is, okay, I'm going to press down here and close off this blood vessel. Ready?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So some pressure here. So she's going to watch that for 2 minutes. So I'm now blocking the flow of blood into your thumb from the one artery that's here.
Yeah, because I can feel it in my hand.
Yeah. So if there's blood getting there, it has to go around that arch. But we're looking at the oxygen numbers and also the waveform to see
if it fluctuates.
Yeah, to see if it changes. And it will change to an extent, but to see if it changes in a way that
drastically
predictable of not having that arch. Is this uncomfortable or?
Mm-mm.
Okay.
My heart's still beating, so I'm good.
Yeah. That's for sure. That's always important.
It's a little loud for me.
Oh. I can definitely feel the vein that you're pushing on. I can feel it trying to
Push past.
push through where
Right,
you're
push
at.
past where
Yeah,
you're
because it's like a throb or something. Boom.
Yeah, exactly.
Boom.
It's.
That's crazy. Like you're pushing on it and it's still trying to go through.
Oh yeah. It's very high pressure. The arteries are under extremely high pressure.
I do have the vein that is a roundabout vein, so I can get the procedure done in my hand or my wrist. However, they are going to also prep me in my leg area just in case we have any type of complications for the hand. So I'm excited because it's next week at 6:30. I have to be here to get the procedure done. So hyped. You guys keep me in your prayers because I want to make sure that, I want to get the procedure done. I want the procedure to go well, but then also my long-term goal here, remember, is to be able to conceive without having any miscarriages. So yeah, that's where we are now. I wouldn't call it a gamble necessarily because at the end of the day, my fibroids have caused, me issues, and I don't know if you guys heard, but it has basically, the weight of the fibroids have pushed on my bladder. So my bladder, instead of it being like a O shape or like a O shape, it's kind of squished in. So it's like a O shape here, but then it goes down and squished in because of the weight of the fibroids. So it's just crazy, like not never knowing that. Like I just knew that I was using the bathroom or I had to use the restroom, but not knowing that it was actually causing my bladder to be in a different shape. So right now we're about to go over the medication. Good morning. Today is the 24th. Hopefully you guys can hear me. I'm recording on my phone. My procedure, I don't know what time my procedure is going to be done. I have no eyebrows on. I still have my wrap, but we're here. So, I'm in the lobby right now and waiting for them to call me to go to the back. So once we go to the back, I'll bring you guys with me. And I have my husband here who's asleep or trying to go to sleep. So I'll take you guys when I go to the back. This is the cafe that goes into my lady part. Oh crap. Heck no. So I'm about to get a catheter in my big AJ pee hole, right?
Huh?
my pee hole.
Yes. That hole exactly.
Oh.
So go ahead and sit back. Put your head back, relax.
Alright, bye you guys. Alright you guys, I'm sorry I didn't record inside of the room itself when we went to my room. It was like so much going on and I was tired because I immediately was placed on some drugs and so I was very just tired. Like literally the drugs immediately took effect once it goes into your veins. Like I could not keep my eyes open. During the procedure itself, I was in and out of sleep Majority of the time I was awake, but I was still just drowsy. But the procedure went well. I haven't really experienced any pain at all, other than the wrist or the IV, or what the needle catheter had to go through. So that kind of hurt because the catheter was pretty thick. And then also I had to get the IV placed in this hand, which is my right hand. And that hurt as well because, again, the needles were thick. So that's the only pain that I'm really experiencing. I haven't really, in the hospital or in the doctor's office, I experienced like squeeze sensation, a tightening, but that quickly just kind of dissipated. So I haven't really, right now, I would say, like on my left side where the bigger fibroid is located, it just feels like period cramps. The nurse did tell me that it could feel like contractions. Some people say it feels like contractions. I haven't had that experience. I did go ahead and take my, oh gosh, what is this? The Percocet and my Toradol. Don't ask me. But these are all of my medications. Excuse my messy bed, but these are all of the medications that I have to take. And so far I've taken my, like I said, my Percocet and my Toradol, whatever it's called. I am not going to take probably all of them. It's only if I need to. Like some of them are like nauseous medication, in which I'll take like a tea or something for that. A natural tea. If I feel nauseous. And I'm trying to go the natural way as possible, just because I don't want a lot of drugs in my system. I don't like taking medicine. If you guys don't already know, I don't want it in my system at all. I feel as if my body can handle it naturally, then I would rather to do that. And what I mean by that is if there's some other things in my kitchen that I can eat or drink naturally for the pain to subside, or just to endure it, then I would rather do that. I think the only thing that I would probably consider would probably be the inflammatory medicine, and that's basically it's an antibiotic. But I don't know, I still kind of feel hesitant about that. Even though I've taken it, I still feel hesitant about continuing it, only because I feel like if you are eating healthy, and taking care of your body, like going to sleep, getting your 8 hours, then you should be fine, so your body can naturally fight it off. So I don't know if I'm going to take it the whole week like I'm required to. I'm kind of hesitant about, doing that. Right now I juiced some celery. As you could probably tell, it's separating celery and apple, and it's actually surprisingly very sweet. The apple was very sweet, so I'm drinking that. They want to make sure that I have a lot of fluid, so I'm going to be juicing a lot. My diet pretty much this week is going to more so consist of drinks, more so than the meats that I like fish that I would typically eat. And that's only because when you take the Percocet, they give you some stool softeners, which is this Colax. Is one of them. It's another one over here. So with that being said, I would rather have a liquid somewhat diet than to be having a solid diet, so that I am able to kind of get enough, get my body hydrated, so it can not have to take that dehydration pill. So yeah, you guys, that's where I'm at now. I just woke up from a nap, and I'm pretty sure I'll probably be back down again with this Percocet that I just took, because I got to take that every 6 hours. So yeah, I'm about to enjoy my sushi. I bought some sushi from Publix, so I'm about to eat that, finish up my drink, and call it a day, because it's like only 2 something. So if anything interesting happens, then I will get back on camera and I will let you guys know. But so far, the doctor said that it was a success. He was very pleased with everything. When he went in, it was my left, the left fibroid seemed to be more so absorbing, blood. Like it was attached more so than the right fibroid, which I already assumed because that was the biggest one.
So yeah, my menstruation starts in like 3 to 4 days. He told me that my period could be very, very heavy. I cannot have a period. Like it's just kind of up in the air as to what my body is going to do. I might have a period, he said, just because it's so close from the, from the procedure. But I'm just going to take it one day at a time, and I'm happy the procedure went well. I'm just very happy that everything went well. And yeah, so if you guys have any questions, you know what to do. You guys list it down below. And that's it. I will see you guys in another clip or another day. Bye.